We all try to cut fat from our diets and do crunches to lose belly fat, but are those even the right things to do? In this video, we'll reveal everything you should know about fat. Number 1. Fat is not fattening. It's misleading that we use the word fat to mean body fat and the fat that we eat. Growing up, you may have been told that fat causes weight gain, and you may still believe it today, but the truth is that fat isn't fattening. What's fattening is eating more calories than we need, and it doesn't matter where these calories come from. Low-fat and fat-free foods can cause just as much weight gain if we eat them to excess. In fact, low-fat foods may even be easier to overeat since they're often less filling than high-fat foods. To prove this, a 2012 study found that participants who ate more low-fat foods gained more weight than people who ate high-fat foods. It may seem backwards, but it proves that there's no reason to completely ban fat from your diet. Number 2. Fat has more calories. Fat is higher in calories than carbs and protein, the other two essential macronutrients, and this is one reason it's often associated with weight gain. A gram of fat contains 9 calories, but a gram of carbs or protein only contains 4 calories, less than half as much. The difference might not seem like a lot, but it adds up quickly. If you ate a very high-fat diet, you would only be able to eat around half as much food compared to a low-fat diet. However, this doesn't mean that you should avoid healthy high-fat foods like avocado, nuts, and fatty fish. You just want to make sure that you're consuming them in moderation. Many popular celebrity diets for weight loss, like the Atkins diet, encourage eating lots of fat. The keto diet is also very high in fat, so it's totally possible to keep high-fat foods in your diet while working towards your weight loss goals. Number 3. You can't lose belly fat with crunches. Many of us think that the best way to burn belly fat is to do crunches and other exercises that work our abs. Exercise is always healthy, and crunches will certainly strengthen your abdominal muscles. But unfortunately, if you want a six-pack, you'll have to lose body fat, and ab exercises are not the best way to do that. No matter how many crunches you do, your abs won't magically appear if your body fat is too high. Our belly fat can be affected by everything from hormones to age, but the best way to lose fat is to cut calories, though you want to do it in a healthy and sustainable way. That means prioritizing nutritious foods that not dropping your calories too drastically. Bumping up your protein can also help, as you'll better be able to hang on to your muscle mass while your weight decreases. Number 4. Fat is healthy. Dietary fat is an essential nutrient to help our body. It plays a vital role for our immune system, reproductive system, and cardiovascular system. It helps us absorb fat-soluble vitamins like vitamin A and D. It also helps us balance our sex hormones, estrogen and testosterone. Our body can't function without eating enough dietary fat, and it also needs body fat to stay healthy. In fact, having too little body fat reduces our energy levels, since we lose our reserve energy stores. It also makes us feel hungry more often, as our bodies produce less leptin, the appetite suppressant hormone. Without body fat, our brains become low in the essential fatty acids and stop functioning properly. So we get depressed, moody, and irritable. Low body fat levels can also weaken our immune system, so it's more difficult to fight off colds and other illnesses. Too much body fat will put your health in danger, but carrying too little body fat can be just as bad. Number 5. Fat equals flavor. There is no denying that fatty foods are tasty, and this is why we struggle to limit them. But why do we find high-fat foods so appealing? One reason is evolution. Fat is higher in calories, so it was a better energy source to help our ancestors survive millions of years ago. That's why we have evolved to be more attracted to fatty foods. What's more, fat gives our meals an amazing texture. Foods like chocolate and peanut butter melt at room temperature, giving our mouths a smooth and very enjoyable sensation. But if you're trying to reduce the amount of fat in your diet, you don't have to give up taste. There are plenty of ways to eat flavorful meals without loading up on fatty foods. For example, spices like cinnamon and cayenne pepper can add a ton of flavor without adding any calories. Number 6. Not all fat is equal. Dietary fat comes in several forms. We eat 3 main types: saturated, unsaturated, and trans fats. We get saturated fats mostly from animal sources like meat and dairy products, and it's best to consume them in moderation. In fact, there's evidence that eating too much of them raises our cholesterol and increases our risk of stroke and heart disease. Unsaturated fats are usually known as the good fats, and they are found in avocado, olive oil, nuts, and oily fish. All unsaturated fats reduce our cholesterol levels, so they're a much healthier kind of fat. Trans fats are found mainly in fried foods and baked goods. Research has found a proven connection between trans fats and many diseases like heart disease, diabetes, and some cancers. Our bodies don't need trans fats, so it's best to swap them out for unsaturated fats like nuts, salmon, and olive oil. Number 7. Even good fat can be bad. Many foods high in healthy fats can do a ton of good for our health. For example, fatty fish can boost brain functioning and improve your heart. Nuts can also enhance your well-being. A 2014 study found that participants who ate around an ounce of pistachios twice a day dropped their fasting blood sugar by 9%. But no matter how healthy something is, eating too many calories can still lead to weight gain and stop you from leading a healthier life. That's why moderation is important, even when consuming healthy fats. Number 8. Low-fat food isn't always worth it. Sometimes we're tempted to choose processed foods that claim to be lower in fat, and this isn't always a bad move. However, low-fat foods often contain lots of sugar and other unhealthy ingredients. For instance, studies show that full-fat peanut butter may lower blood sugar levels, improve appetite control, and have other benefits. But reduced-fat peanut butter can undo all of that by adding sugar, syrup, and other additives to replace the smooth taste of fat. What's more, while low-fat foods may have less fat overall, the fat used in these products often comes from processed vegetable oils, which are less healthy than more natural sources. If you're trying to reduce your fat intake, it's best to stick to healthy foods that are naturally low in fat, such as fruits, veggies, and lean protein. Number 9. Eating healthily is not just about cutting fat. When it comes to losing weight and improving our health, paying attention to how much fat we eat is only one tool in the toolkit. To get the best results, it's best to take a more balanced approach and adopt a range of healthy eating habits. If you want to learn more about the best dietary changes to help you lose weight and stay in great shape, click here to watch this video. If you enjoyed this video, click the thumbs up button below, and don't forget to subscribe to our channel for more videos on losing weight and staying in great shape. We appreciate you watching, and we'll see you in the next one.